Wrestling fans.
Hey, this is your Killer Fernando, and you're watching
Pro Wrestling
Hi, this is Brad from Pro Wrestling Junkies, and welcome to another episode of Show and Tell. Today's guest, maybe you've seen him on Getting to Know a Junkie, or you know him as one of the hosts of the Junkyard podcast, or you know him as the host of his Facebook series, Let Me Out, or maybe he's tried recruiting you into the Dark Order. Today's guest is number 11, Spencer Cantor. Spencer, how are you?
I'm doing good, Brad. Yeah, I try to recruit anybody into the Dark Order whenever I get the chance.
Yeah, anything.
Exactly.
So we're kicking off WrestleMania week. What do you typically do for like a normal non-pandemic WrestleMania?
Normally, like the past few years, I've tried to either have over like a friend or two, watch the pay-per-view. But this year, it's probably just gonna be myself. We'll probably have our watch along over in Pro Wrestling Junkies. And then, of course, if you've seen the schedule, we are going to be busy as all hell because we're going live after all the takeovers, after WrestleMania and everything. So probably not going to have much social interaction aside from you guys.
Seriously. So what do you got to show us today?
We have a lot. So I guess.
Well, let's treat like a museum. Take us on the tour. I'll ask a couple questions along the way, but it's all on you. I'm giving it to you now.
Yeah. So first thing we'll start off with is the first thing I see when I'm recording, when I'm doing anything. Got to have the flag of AEW. It was established 2 years ago, and I've been waving that flag. So now I literally have that flag in front of me. So it keeps me.
I like the brick effect.
Yeah, definitely it's cool. Like I don't have anywhere to place it, so I just like pinned it up on the walls, as you can see.
How big is that?
I don't know. I know they have a smaller one they've released since then, but I think this is one of the original ones they did. And as you can
see. You could wrap it around yourself? It's that big?
Yes.
Okay.
So, yeah, you could definitely do that. Okay, so there's that.
So when you're recording something, that's what you're facing?
That's what I'm facing, yep.
Got it.
Every time. So I get to see that beautiful sight every time. All right, moving on, we'll kind of maybe do a 360. So over here, you can already see in the corner, that is kind of a little blurry, actually. Let me grab it. But that is a triple sign edge head. Won that in one of our auctions, I think, or free prize. So, you signed by Edge, Kurt Hawkins, and Zack Ryder.
Oh, that's really cool. I thought it was just a couple, like literally Edge, like heads of Edge, and he signed a couple times. I was like, okay, that's interesting. Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, I know like Jovan and Jacob, they have a few of those. So I got one of those too. I'm still trying to find a place to put that. I'll show you guys some other.
It looks lonely over there.
Yeah, and then there's that autographed Jericho shirt. I got to find out how to get up. I just actually ordered a shadow box, but that thing came damaged, so I got to decide.
To frame it?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, so I was trying to get that up before we recorded for this, but that didn't really work out. But,
okay.
No, moving on. Okay, so next, let me show you right here, focusing on this area over here.
Okay.
These are, yes, if you know me personally, or I maybe have talked about it on the Junkyard or any of the other stuff I've been on, I'm still a big fan of Power Rangers.
Sure.
So over there, you got the Golden Power Staff from Power Rangers Zeo, but then most of the other stuff is from MMPR. That's like the main one. So you got Abba, the Dragon Dagger, Power Sword, and then the Blade Blaster, and then that's cool because that goes into the sword. And then I actually got that in a subscription box that is signed by the original Red Ranger himself.
So one person actually played that. They didn't have just anyone play that character with the mask on?
Yeah, I mean, so what the whole thing is, like with Power Rangers, it's based on Super Sentai in Japan, and they take the footage and bring it over to America, and then they get people to play the versions of these, like the human characters. But yes, they use the footage, and they sometimes supplement it with the characters in the costumes in the U.S., but it's mostly like Japan footage. And they've recently announced they're getting away from that, so pretty soon we might just get exclusively American, like they did with the 2017 Power Rangers movie.
Is there a new Power Rangers movie coming out, or just came out?
The recent one was that 2017.
Oh, that was okay. Then I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah, but there are talks they are going to make a new movie, so that will be coming out probably within a year. So very excited for that. Okay, so moving on, these are really cool. This is when I went to All In back in 2018. Right up there's a triple signed like piece of the ring with Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, and Cody Rhodes. So.
Wow! So how did you get that?
Like they said after the show, we're going to cut up the ring, sell it because they had to make money for the over the budget Battle of the Royal because they were over the budget. So they were selling this online, weren't cheap. But I had to have it because
that's amazing.
But yeah, I wish the only downside is I wish that thing was bigger because as you can see from there, it's not big at all, but it's still an awesome piece to have in the collection.
Yeah, and they put the graphic in there. I guess that's nice. And the signatures are done well.
Yeah, the signatures are very nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one is really awesome. During that same weekend, I participated in a lot of the meet and greets. And one of them was with Kazuchika Okada. And,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that was on Sunday. The show was on Saturday. I was able to actually grab a couple of Okada dollars, and I was like, hey, I'm going to get this signed by Okada because that would be pretty badass.
Yeah.
That's what happened. I got it signed by Okada, so you can see the signature right there and got a picture with him too. And I would definitely love to meet him again one day. He was really awesome.
So that weekend, how many meet and greets did you go to?
So funny enough, that was actually the first time I went to any sort of convention or anything. So I kind of went a little crazy. I probably participated in between 10 and 11 meet and greets
over 2 days.
So that I got there Thursday, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, so
that's not bad though. That's pretty. I mean, that's a reasonable amount, I think. Now, did you go alone or did you go with people, or in this specific one?
No, I traveled alone. I traveled from the great state of Georgia all the way to Chicago, and that was actually my first time flying.
Oh my! Really?
Yeah. So I was a little nervous, but I was definitely. I knew I had recently just got back into pro wrestling back in 2016, and after all this and BTE, I'm like, you know what? If I'm really a wrestling fan, I will find a way to go to this. I don't care. Myself or whatever. I was like, no, I'm going.
Was it an expensive weekend? You don't have to give us a number.
Oh yeah, I was I needed some help on that one, so I definitely was paying that back after I got all the way back. Got it.
But whatever. All right, keep going.
All right, so moving on, we'll do some autographs here. Of course, you'll see some Dark Order stuff. That's trying to fill in more, but I got show you what I got here. Right there, that's the Kurt Angle print we got when we had Kurt Angle for the virtual markout. So awesome. Spencer, it's true. Hall of Fame 17, so that's really cool to have.
That's awesome.
Tatanka when he was on KNS, so had to get that. I think it says Pro Wrestling Junkies Rocks on there, so that's
do you prefer
cool.
Personalized to non-personalized?
I like personalized more. I think it makes I know it's probably cliche, but it makes it more personal than
totally
a signature. Because
I'm the same way.
With the Pro Wrestling Tees autographs, and you'll see a lot of those hanging up. It's just a signature, but then if you get a chance to actually get them to sign what you want, within reason.
Sure.
It's really cool. It's here. I'll show you this one coming down here. This one is Johnny Hungy and Alex Reynolds, and if you can see right there, I'll try to get it with the glare. It says to number 11. Thanks for supporting the Dark Order. Join Dark Order, and then over there it's Johnny Hungy.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So it's really cool, when you get personalized stuff like that, and then Jovan, of course, gets Giovanni Too Hottie, and Dennis gets watch what do you say with DDJ, and then Jacob's Jericho Rocks and join Pro Wrestling Junkies and stuff.
That's hilarious.
And then there's a Kenny Omega autograph I won, and along with some other items I'll show you that I actually just put up today. I figured out a cool way to put those up.
How do you keep up these? How do you anchor those to the wall?
So this is a top loader.
Mhm.
Like what the cards come in, they're just like
Sure.
either 8x10s, 8.5 by 11, whatever size,
Mhm.
and you just get some command strips, throw them on the back of there, and just paste them on the wall.
Awesome.
It's very easy to show. And then, of course, if you do know anything about me, I am a fan of Anna J. Unfortunately,
Mhm.
she is out right now, but she was on High Spots for a Sign It Live. I missed out on it because, you know, they didn't have any signed photos or anything in their ring gear, which was, you know, it's whatever.
Sure.
But on like a virtual table, my buddy, he actually got that for me. Shout out Jacob for hooking me up with that. And he got me that awesome print. You know, it says Anna J number 99 Queen Slayer. I was like, that's cooler than anything.
That's great.
Yeah, so that's definitely really cool. Moving up, then we have this print signed by Penta L0M, Pentagon Jr. I actually got that at a show I went to with my buddy. I think it was honestly probably my first independent show back in 2018 or 2019. I can't remember. But yeah, I was like, hey, that print looks cool. And then
It
he got
is.
that for me. So that's a really cool print.
Is it behind glass or like a
Yes,
like a hard plastic?
Glass, yes.
Jesus. Do you ever have anything come crashing down?
Nothing has come crashing down, thankfully.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, good.
Hold on.
I'll knock on wood.
Yeah, I just did.
Okay, totally said that.
Okay, this is the more recent one here.
Mhm.
Number 5 and number 10. The writing, I know it's a little glary. It says to the real number 11 because we know there's a lot of fakers out there.
Yeah, of course. It's pathetic, but go on.
I mean, I say they got their email about 3 minutes before me, but you know, it's whatever.
Whatever.
And then, of course, that one says the real face of the revolution. If you can see in the corner, he kind of ran out of the room there.
Yeah. Hey,
But,
at least he tried to recover.
Yeah. But no, they were really great. And then, of course, I got the shout out and the official confirmation of being number 11 in the Dark Order. So that was really cool.
That's really cool. Yeah. Even, know what it is with that type of personalization? This is, for like 5 seconds in time, this person's actually thinking about you, you know, even if it's just for 5 seconds.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Then moving up, we got a Colt Cabana autograph.
Nice.
MJF.
Did you win that, or was that expensive?
I think I was on a subscription box. A lot of autographs I do have. I've just recently got into like the personalizations and stuff like that.
Sure.
This is really cool. I bought that off High Spots. It's a 4-way signed picture of the Undisputed Era. You know, when they were, you know, the prophecy fulfilled with all the gold and everything. Because I had one I got from an NXT live show.
Okay.
That I really liked, but then I saw that and I was like, I need that. And you know, Undisputed Era, you know, rest in peace. I definitely think one day they'll be back, and you'll see as we tour along. There's a little, you know, Undisputed Era, not really shrine, but you know, a little setup there. That's pretty.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, that's really nice. I like that.
Yeah, and then coming along the top here, and then we'll actually swing back because I'm going to save the best stuff for last.
Oh, awesome, cool.
Okay, so then there is a Chris Jericho autograph that came in the same price pack with the Kenny Omega.
Oh, wow.
And it's kind of above a curtain, so I'm trying to reach up there.
Okay.
Zack Sabre Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Cole, Bebe.
Nice.
Kevin Steen. And then, of course, the Hall of Fame, Teddy Long. Holla, holla, holla. So there's that. So we're gonna
all right. What's behind this curtain, or that's for your eyes only?
It's a window.
Okay.
That's where I get to do all my Peeping Tom stuff.
Totally. You'll show us your binocular collection next time.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. All right, moving on. This is something that was just started more recently. This is a pin board.
Nice.
Get a cork board. And I was like, you know, I had all the pins in the box, and I'm like, I need a cool way to display these. So somebody said a cork board, so you can see like mainly it's all wrestling. There's a few like pop culture stuff. You see the
sure
in the middle there, but overall,
it's a nice display.
Yeah, it's definitely really cool, and of course, we still got a lot of room to fill up there, so that'll probably take maybe a year or so still to fill up.
Yeah,
even longer. Okay, so then this is pretty cool here. This is the poster for Double or Nothing. You'll see I have a few posters.
Okay.
The thing I started with, like with the first poster, All In, is I want to get shows that I was actually at. So I do like some of the posters I really liked, but I'm like, I like it when I'm there, and
Yeah, it means just a little
remember
more.
that. Yeah.
Mhm.
So this is right down there. You can see that's my actual ticket from Double or Nothing. I had to
Nice.
try to keep that safe because I had it in my pocket. It was all bent up, and then I would put it on the bottom there, and then that's a really cool poster there. And then that's like the thing you get in the box saying Double or Nothing. Then moving
Can
down.
I ask you a question on that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, and posters in general, which I am interested in, but I haven't, done, purchased anything. I think about it all the time. Do you buy them framed, or do they come to you like rolled up in a tube?
They come rolled up in a tube. You can. I think there is instances where you can buy them framed, but usually more than likely they're going to come rolled up in a tube. So you'll have to like take it and then put it in a frame yourself.
So do you frame it manually yourself, or do you take it somewhere?
No. I mean, I just buy cheap frames at like Target or whatever and just throw them up unless it was like something like super valuable, and then yes, I might go out and get it framed or something. If it was say the all-in poster I'm about to show you guys, if I had that signed by like, I know somebody that got that signed, or one of those posters signed by like everybody at the event, and I was like, yeah, you definitely got to get that framed.
Yeah. And the last question about that: have they ever come damaged?
The poster frames or the posters?
The posters, like from the mail.
I've been lucky on that one for sure, but yes, I have seen instances, when they come ripped and everything. I've had a few autographs come a little messed up, but that was all fixed up.
Oh, okay.
So all good there.
Cool.
And of course, you got the MJF 20 We Deserve Better. That goes in coordination here with this All Out poster, which I actually got to attend in Jacksonville. That is signed by everybody on the poster. You got Mox, Jericho, MJF, Orange Cassidy, Hangman, Kenny, FTR, Sheeta, and Thunder Rosa.
Now, for that, did they have any type of fan interaction, or was it that was during the pandemic?
Yeah, the height of the pandemic. So
yeah,
that was like back in September, and actually Joe Vaughn was there. So that's actually the first time I met him in person. So that was
wow.
But yeah, there was no fan interactions, no meet and greets. They just had those on sale, and you can buy them through their shop. And I actually picked up that one for myself, and then of course I helped out some other members of the group and picked them up for them and sent them out.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is there anything in your collection that you're embarrassed to say how much it cost? You don't have to say what it is.
I don't know.
If even.
I'm trying to think. I don't know if there's anything, maybe how much it cost, maybe. I wouldn't say even embarrassed. I'm just saying probably it would shock you how much the value is now, probably.
Okay.
But yeah, probably, if we're being honest, with all my figures and stuff, I spent way too much money on them. You'll see those. And just finishing up here, of course, got some more autographs. Hangman, got Walter there, who's going to destroy Tommaso Ciampa when they fight.
I can't wait.
Oh, it's going to be great. Make sure you guys stay tuned. We're doing our NXT reactions when this comes out, so make sure you guys go watch those. Always get cheap plugs in there.
Yeah, get them in.
Oh, yeah, then Rhino, Davey Boy Smith Jr. there. Those guys right there, you might know those, Brad. That is actually the Lynch Mob from Southern Honor Wrestling.
Oh, really? I was going to ask you who that was, and I did because. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so my friend, we got a photo with those, and he actually got that blown up. And we've been trying to get them signed, but by them, but it's been kind of a headache. But it's nothing to do with like anything. It's just one of them has had a child, and then of course the pandemic. So
yeah.
All this dies down, we can eventually get those signed by them because that'd be really cool.
That would be awesome. It's a great picture.
Oh,
the belts especially.
Yeah, the belts are great, and then of course like that was after an epic steel cage match with another great tag team there, the Honor Society.
Oh wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, Tyson Kidd, and then Flip Gordon. So that finishes off that there. And then this is what I was talking about. This is the poster that you could only get if you attended All In. So it's that big version. I had a smaller version, but I gave that one away to a friend.
Okay.
I tried, and funny enough, I actually tried to get that signed. But I'll show you guys later what actually got signed there. But they were only allowed like one item per person. So unfortunately, I couldn't get that signed too.
But is this poster before the event? Did you know that this was going to be available and like get there early? Like, was there going to be a run on them?
Yeah, you could buy it before and have it picked up there, like they've done with the previous StarCast events.
Sure. Okay. Oh, that's great. So you don't have to worry about if you're going to get one or not.
Yeah, you just got to find out how to get it back home in a plane. Make sure it stays safe.
Okay.
That's
Can you bring one of those, like, just and sit with it, like a tube on an airplane, or do you have to check it, or?
No, they allowed it on. I'm like, okay, cool. So I just held on to that thing.
Okay.
And then, of course, show and tell with number 11, join the Dark Order.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's my whiteboard. I usually write down like any chores or anything I want to get done for the week.
Oh, nice.
Maybe a motivational quote or something. So, okay, moving on. Here's a few more autographs here. Over here, you can see a lot of those. This one I got at another NXT live show. It's, the original bro, Matt Riddle.
Cool.
Yeah. If I'm a little shaky, I'm kind of bending down at my knees.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yeah, and then this one is Sting. I got that when they did like a Black Friday box. I think that was from either StarCast 3 or 4.
That's a nice one. I'm not a big Sting fan, but that's really nice.
Oh, don't let a lot of people hear you say that.
No, I know. It's fine. I don't dislike
them.
them.
The comments. Then we got Harley Race there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Road Warrior Animal. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
Oh, my mom. Well, why'd you put my mom at the end?
Huh?
Why did you put my mom at the end after Dr. Britt Baker? I remember taking those pictures of my mom. She wanted tasteful nudes done. All right, go on. I'm sorry.
No. She said it's fine. I actually got in contact with her. She's a very nice lady.
Hell of a lady. All right, let's see what else.
All right, then you got Sami Callihan there. Tessa.
Uh-huh.
Kylie Ray, who just recently made her return to wrestling, so that's when she was in AEW. So.
Oh, okay.
That photo up. Candice LeRae. This one I actually got a StarCast too. It's like one of those things from the program, and you get the free one. So, Nick Gage. I didn't know who it was at the time, but now we know the MDK. Jim Ross, AEW commentator.
Mm-hmm.
Cody Rhodes. That was when he was back in New Japan. And of course, the enforcer Arn Anderson.
Nice.
All right. Now moving on to the figures. Whoop.
Oh, Jesus.
So we're going to try to be careful with these.
Yeah, totally.
Because honestly, the only bad part about it, and I know the out-of-box collectors know this, this stuff falls like all the time unless you like put it up. So
it's like dominoes.
Oh.
How often do you knock it over?
How many times have I knocked it over?
Yeah, like, is it once a month?
If I'm lucky, maybe once a month, but it's usually like once or twice, maybe a week, just depending on if I knock something, like hit it coming out the door or something, because it's like right by my door.
Do you ever take them all down and reorganize them?
Yes, I just did.
I would be doing the same thing.
Yeah, because if you can see, there's kind of a current theme. This is sort of like the WrestleMania card up here up front.
Yeah, totally.
So
that's awesome.
I try to keep it current, and then of course you got the belts on there currently, who's got it, and all that. So try to keep up with kayfabe.
Sure. Okay. Go on.
All right. So it's kind of, I won't really go into all the figures there, but you got your Raw side, you got your SmackDown side, and then here's the NXT side here, and then this is the Undisputed Era thing I was showing about.
That thing is awesome.
I know they're done, but I've always like tried to figure out how to put them up here. And then so you got Roddy with a chair, Adam Cole doing the Bebe, Bobby Fish standing back there. Hopefully he doesn't stay injured. And then of course Kyle O'Reilly rocking the air guitar, and that is a pain in the ass to get to stay up.
So how do you do it?
Luck.
Oh, okay. Oh, jeez. You probably shouldn't breathe too much or talk near it.
Yeah, thankfully I have the phone in front of my face, so we're good right now.
Oh, okay. When did you? Okay, so you had started watching wrestling again just a few years ago.
Yes.
When did you start collecting the figures, and when did you realize you were going to be a collector of the figures? Like after how many?
So I started back in 2016. I'm trying to think when my first figure was. Possibly, I think 2017 is when I kind of started looking into it. It's either 2017 or like early 2018. It's like I saw the figures in store, and I think I'm gonna try this. Actually, I'm not gonna pick it up, but not that one, but an AJ Styles that came, I think, in Elite Series 56. I saw him and the Good Brothers, and I'm like, oh, that's AJ Styles. I've seen him and the Good Brothers on TV. I'm like, I'll pick those up, and then as you can see, we are there. And that's just the wrestling figures. We haven't even got to the Power Ranger figures, which
oh Jesus.
those are going to be fun. Okay, moving on to a few more autographs here.
Sure.
We got the Fiend that came in one of those Firefly fun boxes.
Then, cool.
That's my buddy Dylan there from Double or Nothing.
Nice.
He's in the Over the Budget Battle Royal, so that's really cool to have.
Yeah.
That's a picture of Cody and Christopher Daniels doing that flaming table spot back from ROH.
So cool.
SCU top there. Got that actually from my nephew, Hulk Hogan signed photo.
Oh, really? Did he have to purchase that?
Yeah, he purchased it, I guess, from somewhere. I don't really know the.
Oh, that was nice.
I honestly still don't even know if it's real or not, but
whatever. Who cares?
Yeah. And then you got the North and Josh Alexander and Ethan Page now in AEW.
Yeah.
Brian Pillman Jr. Another Pentagon. I actually got that one at StarCast.
Oh yeah.
Marty, Hangman Page, Darby Allin before he became Darby Allin we know today.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I think Battle of Los Angeles. I got that in the box. Same with the Young Bucks there, and then Dean Malenko. So
nice.
That's all the photographs, and then I'm actually gonna do a little. I'm gonna come back this way.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I just saw all those Funkos.
Oh, I know. So here, I'll give you a full view, and then we'll kind of go in. So yeah, here is the wall of Funko Pops over here.
Oh my god. It's not oh my god bad. Like wow, that's impressive.
Yeah. So there's all that, and then we'll kind of get closer there. I just want to give the audience the full view here.
Yeah, that is so crazy.
All right, so we'll kind of start at the bottom and kind of work our way up. All right, so here, yeah, Power Rangers, and we'll kind of work Power Rangers because I kind of rearranged it. I had all like the Power Ranger stuff on the bottom with that wrestling on the top, but then I kind of rearranged it where I have it on kind of like one side, and the wrestling's all on another side now.
Cool.
So here's your like basic Power Rangers. You got red, blue, black, yellow, different versions. Human, morphing, some gold, some glitters, metallic, green, white, Rita, Alpha, all that. So that's going all the way to the top there. Okay, so then going here on the wrestling, I actually have every Funko Pop wrestling figure. Not if the Funko Pop collectors who knows no Freddy Funkos or anything, just the base set. So here, you got John Cena, all that. The other ones, if they're missing, they're over on the wall, which that's more than likely done in the last stuff. Which that's where all the good stuff is over there.
Okay.
I just do like a slow here so we can get a good view, and then as you can see, I got the Marvel Lucha Pops too. Those were just recently added because I had a debate. I was like, hey, do I need those? Those are wrestling, so we'll go ahead because they were AAA. So
at this point, you might as well.
Yeah. There's that.
Now, where were you getting most of these? Online or in stores, like GameStops or Toys R Us before it went out of business?
R.I.P. Toys R Us. Hopefully, it makes a good comeback.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah. Mostly like in stores, but then online I did like the small pop retailers. The one person I use currently right now is my buddy Wes Howard. He runs Popping Off Toys.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I get.
What was it called?
Popping Off Toys.
Interesting.
He's actually a member of the group, so he'll probably get
a
plug in his site there. He actually just recently put up a retail store in Nashville, I believe. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so definitely if you're in the Nashville area, go support him and his business. He does a great job.
How quickly did this How quickly did this amount of Funko Pops get to this point? 2-3 years?
Yes.
And how often are you bringing in something new? Weekly?
It just like I said, you see mainly like Power Rangers and wrestling. I had like Marvel, and there's like the current ones right there. But
because these all fit perfectly in this space.
oh yeah, like I actually had down there on the bottom with like a wall of boxes, kind of like lifting stuff up. So I had to kill those just to be able to put more room here. And as you can see at the top, I'm running out of room there. So maybe like 1 or 2 more series, and I'm gonna have to figure out what to do next.
Yeah. Now, what happens when you get like something that's got to plug in the middle there? Do you have to rearrange everything?
If I did, yes, but thankfully, like it's all like
This is all okay. It's complete.
all in some kind of order where like the newer stuff's at the top. So thankfully,
Got
I
it.
just plug it in at the top. But
All right. Well, that's so impressive.
Oh yeah, I'm actually very proud of that.
You should be. It's great. Just putting it, not even having it, putting it up like that, like displaying it is really cool.
Oh, thanks. All right, then we'll come to a few more autographs here, and then we'll get to the fun stuff over there.
Okay.
We got new Hall of Fame inductee Cantor will be inducted in a few days. Rosemary, Juice Robinson, the original Eskimo brother on Jovan's list of the junkyard. If you know, you know. And then, of course, Dalton Castle right over there.
Nice.
All right, so. Now we move. All right, this is, you probably just on my wall, but here we go. Starting off, this is Brandy from Series 1.
Oh, wow.
That was a really hard one to get, but I was to get that from my buddy, so really appreciate that. And you'll see, I've just kind of figured this out, or I've seen this where that's just a thumbtack holding that on the wall. So people have told me, it's like, hey, don't unbox the figure, like keep it in the box because it's more rare. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll keep it in the box right now. If I ever get a chase or something, I'll definitely probably do that and have these on the wall because they actually look really cool.
Yeah, they are. They're nice. They package them really well.
All right, so then I got a few things here, then we'll kind of move down, over, and then around. All right,
okay.
So here, this is a Lightning Collection figure. This is Lord Draken Evolution 3. That's from the Shattered Grid comics if you're a Power Rangers fan. This one I decided to leave in the box, even though you'll see a lot of them, and most of them are actually still in the box. You'll probably see that. You've seen that theme already. There's figures that are outside the box.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
Go ahead.
So what is your position on that? And the other part of the question is, do you feel pressure to not unbox them?
Okay. So are we talking like Funko Pops and figures or?
Both.
Okay. So my position on that is the figures, I gotta let them out. Like they're too, like they have too much action and posability to be stuck in a box. Like here you can see like those right there. We'll get more of those in a minute.
Sure.
But they are just like standing there, and I can probably do cool poses. Some of them I do, but it's just I like them more when they're out of box. And then the Funko Pops, I think I've always just said, I'm going to keep them in the box. I've seen a few of them out of the box, and the collections do look cool, but I think just for me, like I think it's more maybe storage and just putting them where I want them is just easier that way to keep them in the box.
Much easier, and display those that look nice. But I know what you mean about the figures. Like, do you feel any pressure to like, I got to keep this one because it's rare, or like the Brandy?
Yeah. I mean, that's a good question for sure. Because honestly, I would love to open it, but Jovan would basically kill me if I opened that.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like,
no, but for real, I'm just not sure what I'm gonna do with her right now. I'm just kind of keeping her displayed like that. I actually might keep her in the box. I actually like that. But definitely, like if I get a chase or something, I said I was gonna open them, but I think I will keep them in the box though. But it's just personal preference, really.
Sure, totally.
Then, of course, you got the Macho Man Slim Jim. That was from San Diego Comic-Con a few years ago.
Oh, cool.
That one just looks great. And it also depends on if it does look good in the box as opposed to, being out. So that just, it works right there. So
yeah, that's awesome.
Keeping it that way. Here we have our AEW display for right now. I have Series 2, 3, and 4 coming eventually. That will need to be added, especially to the big ring, which I will be unboxing one day, but got to work through the figures first.
Yeah.
So you got Bucks, Kenny, Good Brothers chilling back there, the Pinnacle, and then of course just a few minor players. Mox would be closer in the front, but that's just the old WWE version. So once I get the updated one unboxed, that'll be more prominent in there.
I applaud the way you displayed them and posed them.
See, and that's another way. If you had those in box, you couldn't do that.
No, exactly. That's really cool.
So that is one reason you let them out.
Yeah.
When you
Can I ask you a question? Maybe you can't answer this, and so don't worry if you can't.
Okay.
Because I don't want you to have to give anything away. Do you have a lot of stuff ready to be unboxed?
Yeah.
Like, do you have like a stash of that stuff for your show?
Yes, way too
Okay.
Much. And I keep ordering, and I know like I like I'm able to like find the money and do all that and figure it out. But I know like the content's got to keep coming, and it'll eventually run out. So do it. And then of course Dennis has the micro brawlers he does on Mondays. So and of course you got the AEW ones and all the other ones they've released. So he's got content for a while. So if he runs out or something, I could always probably plug in a new episode, and we could at least have 2 episodes a week or something.
Totally.
Definitely keep the content going for the Facebook page.
For sure.
Then of course you got more figures here. These are more like they're retired and who's not in WWE anymore, and maybe who's got a double that might need to be sold eventually.
Can you sell? Can you make any money, as in like more than what you paid for it originally for just selling an unboxed figure?
Yes, it really just depends on like what the value of the figure is at the current time. Like say a normal figure is $20. Like if at a box they might take off like $5 or something, so you possibly could lose money. But if you do need to make some more money back, you might
if you have a double, I take it. I take $2.
Yeah, so it really just depends on like eBay listings and whatever all the collectors want to value the figures at.
And now, is this another case of when you get a new one and it may fit somewhere in the middle and you shift everybody around?
More than likely the new ones, because my collection usually is just like current day figures, because that's what I'm growing up on right now. No disrespect to like the legends or anything, but I've just decided that's where I want to lean towards.
Sure, you have to start somewhere.
Yeah, so
you have to like cut it off at some point.
Oh yeah, for sure. I know it get too crazy there, so plug and play just wherever it needs to be.
Is that a Jushin Liger?
Yeah,
that's see back there. Oh, that's cool. Oh, sorry.
No, we're good. He actually here I'll show you guys something. I'll try to at least. That's from the Storm Collectibles Jushin Thunder Liger. I only have one of those, not like the other 70,000 versions they just released. But no, that's really cool. Here, I'll get a better view of that real quick.
I'm just realizing as you're showing this that they like you get to really actually see the figure better when you unbox them.
Yeah, very true, and that's something the Funko Pop collectors will definitely say about theirs. But again, that's just my preference.
But the fact that you can feel it and like play with the parts, I don't mean in a disgusting way.
Sick.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I need a drink.
Well, that sounds good right now, actually.
All right, so
that's the first AJ figure I bought right there. The first one that got me into it.
Oh, nice.
If you know anything about me, my favorite wrestler of all time is AJ Styles.
Sure, of course.
And for good reason, because one day he will definitely be a future Hall of Famer, no doubt.
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Like he'll highlight a class.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, if he doesn't lead a class, I'd be shocked. Okay, then coming up here, we got some cool like figurines and statues. Those are from Eagle Moth Hero Collector. Don't really collect those anymore because I think it's like $36 or $37 for 2 figures, and I'm just like, I don't really need them. So I would like to unload these, but the only thing bad about them is they're so fragile. Like I've had a few of them come in broken.
Oh, really? What are they made out of? Are they ceramic?
Probably, yeah. Because like here, this Kofi right there, his hands broke off like 2 times.
His hands.
Oh yeah. So I got a warrior back there that his little pegs on the side, like his strings, whatever that hang down his arms, they totally broke off. And I'm just like, so I mean, they're good statues and everything. I just have decided not to collect them anymore. So
Sure.
if anybody's interested, hit me up. But the shipping might be a problem.
If you're ready to take a risk.
Yeah, for sure. And here we're going to start with some Power Rangers here. Those I think were like Target figures. So I got like all those they released. Those were like a Funko, I think Hero World is what they were called. Then of course you got some more Funko stuff there. You got Dorbs, if anybody remembers those. And then those are like metal figures of the Power Rangers. So just kind of like a little Power Ranger shelf there. Here we got some comics. Got the Young Bucks books I still need to read one day. About reading. Then of course we got some Morphers down there. That's the original ones from MMPR. And then the Green White Ranger. And then that's the that's from Zeo, the Zeonizer, and then the Communicator from MMPR. So those were part of the Power Rangers Legacy line back from I think 2010 when Bandai was still a part of them, and before Hasbro took over and did the Lightning collection.
You know, for your overall collection, percentage-wise, how much would you say you've actually gone somewhere to purchase versus purchasing something online?
I would probably say it's more purchased online, so I would probably give it like a 60-40.
Was your pace accelerated substantially during the pandemic? The height of the pandemic?
Not really, no. It's just because I've had to slow down with buying, not making enough money. But I try to buy.
Yeah, that's a problem.
I mean, hopefully
that kind of limits things a little bit.
Yeah, so hopefully one day I'll be able to get some more money and be able to buy figures and more stuff. That's the ultimate goal. And then of course, if you've seen the product so far, and I'll give you a full view because I want to show off this clean room. I made sure this was clean because this is a big deal.
Yeah. No. I think I know what you're like referencing when you're talking about cleaning up your room.
Okay. All right. So then, moving on here, we got a few foam fingers. That is from Double or Nothing. It's got AEW and then B Elite. So you got the 3 fingers there, and then yes, that does say "F you, buddy." That actually is from a Talking Shop Mania watch along that was in Athens, Georgia. That's signed by Luke Gallows there. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I know it's a middle finger and some people might be offended, but screw you, I like that.
Yeah, I mean, you only have 10 fingers. One has to be the middle.
Yeah.
On each hand.
All right, so here, coming down here, wish I could turn on a light or something. I don't know how to do that. But that is, if you can kind of see, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
That is like Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega, and their dude, they actually came in protectors, so they're hung up by thumbtacks there.
Yeah.
So you kind of get the full view there.
They came with protectors. Where can you buy protectors like without the?
Yeah, you can buy protectors on Ringside Collectibles, but those came out of the prize pack. They came.
Cool.
And then there's a few more Funko Pops down there. That is the big Ultra Zord there, 10-inch figure.
Oh wow! Is that the most expensive one?
Oh no, not at all.
Does the price change depending on like what it is? Like if it's rare or not?
Yes, and we definitely can talk about that as we get closer to the top.
Sure.
All right, so then kind of wrap it up here over in this corner. There's a few 6 inches, some 2-packs, so anything Power Rangers or wrestling, that's basically all on that corner right there. So that, and then of course, Rip Riley.
Yeah, nice.
Have that. Good man. Definitely would have loved to have him for a markup, but we know that situation. So then, here's some more Power Rangers down here. This is the Legacy collection. So that's like all the series that they made and all the figures.
Wow.
And there's theirs, and then this is where we start getting into the Lightning collection. You'll see some Megazords and props. This is the villain section.
Oh, nice. I think that you thought about that.
Yeah, because then then here is the heroes. I'll give you you with that. And then there's Alfred just chilling on Zordon. I didn't know what to do with him. He's just chilling there. He's a kid. Then got some more Megazords there. That's the Thunder Megazord, and then the Dragon Zord. That's a prop Red Ranger helmet they put out, so I got that for pretty cheap. So I was like, I'll pick that up.
Did you put it on? Can you put it on? And I'm saying you don't put it on now, but like, is that something you could put on yourself?
Yes, you can put it on, and yes, I've taken pictures of myself with it and the sword.
Have you ever taken a nap in it?
No, I don't think it would be uncomfortable. You
should set up like your phone just record you napping in that. It could be great material. But go on.
Possibly, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the original Megazord, and he's actually just chilling in Titanus. And I actually got that Titanus at the closeout sale from Toys R Us. So I got that for very cheap.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I think it was like 150 regularly. I probably got paid like 60 or so half off.
That's practically free.
Yeah. All right. Now, this is where we get into the expensive and fun stuff.
Okay.
All right. Starting off here, we have the Hollywood Hulk Hogan, the WWE Shop Hulk Hogan, and we got some Power Rangers down here, red, white, and pink. Those are the very first ones that ever came out. And then this one right here is the glow-in-the-dark San Diego Comic-Con White Ranger. Fun fact about that one.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I should show you guys. And there, of course, you can see some more there. You got CM Punk's, AJ Lee, Zack Ryder.
Oh, cool.
That one was obtained at during All In weekend when they had the CM Punk meet and greet at Pro Wrestling Tees.
Yeah.
This one is actually signed by Jason David Frank.
Oh.
And then I think you got like a signature back there as well.
Are these in special cases that the other ones on that whole wall? Were they in cases too?
Yes, those are hard protectors because these things you want to protect and make sure they're safe.
Okay.
100%.
So how much do those cost? How much does a case add on to?
So a case, if you do like the regular one, very cheap. You can get like a bulk, probably like 100 for like $20 or something.
Oh, okay.
Very cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Then of course those probably depends on where you find them, between $10 to $12 each.
Okay.
And then of course there's if the Funko Pop community sees this, there's like vaulted vinyl. Those are like the really expensive high ones that you spend tons of money for if you really want to protect the pops.
Okay.
Honestly, probably some of these should be in there. Then that's actually one right there, another autograph that's signed by the Young Bucks. Got that.
Oh, cool.
Dual signed purple and yellow.
Oh, that's awesome.
And of course, you got your John Cena's there, the WWE Shop exclusives. Macho Man in the pink gear, WWE Shop exclusive. Same with that Daniel Bryan. And then AJ Lee, as you saw, and CM Punk in the pink trunks, which a lot of people want.
Do you ever go into, during or prior to a pandemic, did you ever go to like GameStop and see if they had stuff?
I mean, I've been in a GameStop, yeah,
but they don't have a vast collection.
No.
Okay. Toys R Us used to. I feel like.
Yeah. Then you got your Rey Mysterios there. The one on the end was signed at All In. There's all three of them there, and the 7-Eleven exclusive, and now you have the Stone Cold 7-Eleven exclusive.
Uh-huh.
That is if you've ever seen the movie The Princess Bride, that's character. I got a friend to get me that sign, so it says, to Spencer, and that's from Carrie Elway. So only bad part about it is I wish the pin would have been different to sign it, but it's still cool to have.
Yeah, that is really cool.
And then there's another signed item from the original Red Ranger Jason. It said Spencer Cantor. It's Morphin Time. So.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it looked like he wrote like a Bible passage on it. A lot to say.
And it's funny, like I think when I purchased that, he was like saying, he would only do personalizations, because I think like the thing with personalizations is you can't really sell them, but if you don't personalize, like of course you can sell them and make the money. So, so I guess that's probably what he didn't want to happen. And that one's the CM Punk that was signed All In.
Cool.
All right, moving on. Then we have Shredder, that's signed by Kevin Nash. I actually got that in a subscription box.
Okay. That's awesome.
This is, that is actually who you think it is. That is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's signature. Got that at the screening in Atlanta of Fighting with My Family. There's a whole story about that on the Junkyard, but quick version. Took the box with me. I wanted to get it signed. I knew somebody there at the time. It didn't happen, but thankfully the security guard got it for me. I waited like 15 minutes. He came out to sign. Happiest kid alive.
Wow. Now, have you? And I'm not raining on your parade. Have you somehow verified that that's what his signature at least looks like?
Oh, Brad, you had to go there, didn't you?
Oh no. Okay, let's not. I'm sorry. I feel like God, Debbie Downer. I'm sorry. Go on. Keep moving on.
Downer.
That's awesome autograph from The Rock that you have. All right, moving on.
No, I actually I have thought about reaching out and doing some verification. So I think I will be something that's coming just to make
sure. Or at least just like hold up a picture online that looks, that's
I mean, cool. I did look online. It did look similar. So, here's hoping it's actually real.
Yeah, and what are the chances security guard locating a pen? You know what I mean? And like,
well, he had a pen for me.
Oh, okay. All right, whatever. I'm sure everything's fine. Go on.
All right, so everybody, that is fake. I have to burn it now. Then you got some more signatures there. You saw the Zack Ryder. That's from Funko Shop. I wasn't actually there. I was actually able to obtain that. Then, of course, you got Alexa Bliss and Trish. Alexa was from a box. And then Trish, I got, she was selling those online for pretty cheap. So took advantage of that deal.
Okay.
And then finishing up there, you have the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, Kenny Omega, and if you've seen this one, this is very special. And then there's Kurt Angle and Gabriel Iglesias as well. Just chilling there. But
totally. I just want to be part of you guys.
Yeah, but what's really cool about this Omega is like, you see the signature right there, right? If you can see in the corner right there, this is actually dual signed by not only Kenny Omega, but Kota Ibushi as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that might be the only pop like it in existence. So that's probably one of my favorite parts of my collection.
Sure.
And that is everything.
Okay. Well, Jesus. All right. Well, I always ask what would you be upset with, like devastated if I broke when I break into your home? If I took, what would it be? Would it be just that?
Honestly, I think it would be any of those.
Okay.
This is that's definitely something I really worked hard to try to obtain and get everything. So, I would come after you if you did.
Good news for you about I don't know. After you showed me that wall of Funko Pops, I was gonna just take all the WWE ones. But then when I saw the Macho Man Slim Jim figure, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna be greedy, and that's what I would take if I broke into your house. So you might not even really know.
I mean, I'll notice there'll be a hole.
Now, what's the things like you find something great online? How often are you having the debate like, all right, should I wait and buy this? Or, all right, if I buy this, then I can't do this. Does that happen often?
Yeah, that dilemma definitely comes into play. It's like, oh, do I want to spend money on figures even though I shouldn't, or should I pay a bill or something? Definitely pay your bills, people. Don't
and stay in school.
Stay in school.
While we're at it,
all that stuff. But yeah, that's definitely something you got to think about when you become a collector and actually get into the hobby. You have to realize, like, yes, you'll get started, but then you'll start figuring out, it's like, can't really spend that much, or I can only have an allowance.
Sure.
Thankfully, I don't have any kind of relationships or involved in any of that. So I mean, only bad thing is I live with my parents and they get pissed at me, but that's a whole different issue.
Oh, that I was going to ask you. Does anybody give you like crap about like your collection?
Oh, every time. And then right before I started filming this video, I was like, hey, yeah, you want to see my room? It's like, oh wow, it's like really clean. It's like, you have a lot of stuff. It's like,
like, do you how often are you coming home to mail?
Not too often.
Okay.
It kind of just depends on, like, I'll order it, and then it's usually like a pre-order, and then it'll just eventually show up when it does. So not too often.
Is this where you've been showing me this stuff? Is this a bedroom? Is this your parlor? I don't know if you have a smoking parlor. Where are we right now?
Nope. This is the bedroom right there.
Great. Great. Because this leads me to the next question is, if this was your bedroom, is it a room that you go in and just kind of like even sit on your bed or in your bed and just look at all your stuff? Like, do you do that often? Just kind of like revel in your things?
I would probably say, like, if I'm on my bed, I might, take a turn to the left, turn to the right, look around, and just like, yeah, I do have a lot of stuff in here.
Now, what's this big black thing? You don't have to tell me.
Oh,
Is that a
on?
Oh, okay. That's because I was gonna say, like, oh, that looks like something I could just plop down on and just kind of look at everything.
Yeah.
Again, if I broke in and then tranquilized you and your family.
See, I just plopped down.
Oh, okay, nice. You got your TV there. Do you have a PS5?
I do not have a PS5. I have the PS4 and then the Xbox One, but funny enough, I don't even really play those that much anymore. They just sit there collecting.
Oh, do you use them more to play like a Blu-ray?
Yeah, like more like, streaming and
Stream through it
and stuff. Yeah.
Would you a PS5? Is that something that eventually you'll get? Do you think?
I've been debating that. I'm not 100% sure or not. I've been thinking
it's a time investment, really.
It really is. And then, like, I'm always busy with work, and then of course, we have all this amazing stuff with Pro Wrestling Junkie.
Yeah.
So I definitely maybe want to try to play a game or something. I know that's something maybe we've talked about down the road, like streaming and all that. But maybe one day it might happen.
I'm going to let you go in a minute. I have one last question. Do you, with this collection that you're building and your existing stuff, do you one day plan on selling this stuff, or, and I don't mean to be morbid, but like dying with it? Like this is, or you'll pass it on to a child or a relative? Or have you not thought that far in advance?
I mean, the only time I thought about maybe even like selling it or whatever is like, hey, if I ever like lose my job, I need money or something, I know, like, honestly, that wall is my go-to. I'll be fine.
It's like a little bank.
Kind of. But not really something I've really thought about because, like I said, I haven't had any serious relationships or anything like that. I'm just like, okay, well, I'm pretty healthy. I'll probably be around for a while, but it's nothing to think about at this current time. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you concentrate on growing this thing. I mean, it's close to museum quality.
Thank you,
Spencer. I know that you have a busy night and week ahead. So thank you so much for fitting me in today. I really appreciate it. This was awesome. And good luck this week. Will you plug the Junkyard and the rest of your shows, please?
Yeah. So you guys can check out the Junkyard. We go every Tuesday. Also, when you're there, checking out all the podcasts on Apple, Spotify. Make sure you guys check out all the other amazing podcasts we have. You can go on there. You can see What Do You Say with DDJ. We have your show, Brad, with Little Steve. Steve and Brad talking wrestling. Amazing work so far. It's been great. I love the Toilet Side Wrestlings. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really listened to a lot of them, but I just recently caught the last one.
They're really long.
They are long, and I definitely like that we put the audio version, so that's definitely great. Of course, you have Such Good Shoot. That they made the big announcement that we're having the Pod Squad off the rails with SGS and the Junkyard, and then of course, Brad, you're going to be moderating all this craziness, so that's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. Like, I want it to be Thursday already, but I like the build up to it.
Oh yeah. The only bad thing is, like, when I come home from work, I'm gonna have to immediately go to bed because I already did the 24 hours up straight, and I can't do that again.
Jeez, yeah. That'll make you sick.
Not fun. But yeah, definitely go check out all the podcasts on there, and then go check out all the video versions on Facebook as well. And then you got Let Me Out, Toilet Side Wrestling's on there. This will be on their Show and Tell, Getting to Know a Junkie. All our amazing content's on there.
Sure.
Just make sure you guys are subscribed wherever you get your podcasts, and then make sure you guys are either a part of the group or just keeping up with everything on the page. We do appreciate it. And then one more thing, if you don't mind, go to prowrestlingtees.com/prowrestlingjunkies. The Junkyard just released an amazing shirt. Our saying is we make going off the rails an art form, and it quite literally is a train going off the rails with all of us on it.
It's a great description. It's like the perfect description.
Yeah, so definitely go buy that. And then, of course, don't forget to buy any of the other amazing merch on there. You got Brad's got his Toilet Side Wrestling, Steve's 3, which I do need to pick up. What do you say with DDJ? The classic logo, the virtual markout, which if you saw in the beginning, that's actually what I was rocking right now.
I saw that.
And then there's Be a Babyface, Not a Heel, which I didn't see on there, but I think it just might be we might have reached our limit on shirts or something. But
yeah, I think you're right. I haven't seen that one since like they added the new stuff.
Yeah, but definitely go buy a shirt, and then I think the WrestleMania sale should be coming up soon. So go save yourself probably 20% or something.
Yeah, totally. All right, Spencer, this was awesome. Thank you again so much. Once you keep adding more stuff, obviously you have an open invitation for coming on.
I mean, I've showed you everything, so I think I'm good for a while.
Like a year from now, I'm sure. I'm sure that there'd at least be what would you say a quarter more in a year from now, or do you expect more than that? You're gonna have to move.
Oh God! If I ever have to move, and I've definitely thought about moving out or moving somewhere else, that is going to be a huge pain in the ass.
Oh my God! Yeah, packing up is going to be a pain. Everything's going to be bubble wrapped.
Yeah, everything bubble wrapped and stuff. And the funny thing is, like those figures over there, like the Power Rangers, the Lightning Collection, I have the boxes for, but the wrestling figures, I've completely trashed all the boxes.
Oh, okay. Give you an excuse to open them now.
Yeah.
All right. You take care. Stay healthy this week. Try and get some sleep when you can, and we'll talk soon.
All right. Thanks for having me.
All right. Take care. My pleasure. Bye.